Did you know that there are two Bitcoin white papers out there? I didn't realize that until recently, and I'm going to cover that at the very end. But first, we have some really interesting news here that you're going to probably want to be careful of because, as I've said before, that when there are a lot of inflows for these ETFs, that usually means that there's possibly going to be a local top, not a perma bear. Okay, guys, I was very, very, very bullish when we were back in $20,000 and under it. I was screaming, it's a buy. Right now, there's two things right now. There's the amount of open interest in the space, which is the amount of leverage, which is like record highs right now. And also, when you see these ETF inflows, that's not always bullish because actually over the last 6 months, every time there's been over $500 million of inflows, it has marked a local top. So today, there's a guy on Bloomberg who says ETFs are kind of extreme over the last 13 days with $5 billion of inflows. And so, I don't know. Let's see what happens. And also let's see what happens with open interest. If you guys think I'm wrong on this, I hope I am. I hope that we have soon a very impulsive move upward because that's what we need. And back when we were at $35,000 and we went to $70,000, that was actually done with very little leverage in the system. Open interest was very low. It wasn't climbing. But who knows, maybe the trading volume of Bitcoin will be able to negate that. Okay, so let's move on to Halloween, the price of Bitcoin in Halloween. If you had $100, if you spent $100 instead of buying candy on Halloween in 2010, and you instead bought Bitcoin, you would have 500 Bitcoin right now. That would have been the best $500 you've ever spent in your life. So check this is really interesting. So in 2011 on Halloween, it was $3.27 per Bitcoin. 2012 was $11 per Bitcoin. 2013 was $200, and so on. Now we're at $72,000 per Bitcoin, which is pretty interesting to see, what a hard capped asset class such as Bitcoin can do in terms of like what is happening with inflation around the world and the amount of currency that central banks are printing. And speaking about the price of Bitcoin, Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy Bitcoin investment is now at a $8,400,000,000 unrealized profit. And if you actually, there's an interesting response to this tweet from Watcha Guru from Hexologist. He says, imagine if Kamala gets in $8.7 billion with 25% unrealized capital gains tax. He'd owe $2.175 billion in taxes right now. And imagine how good the roads would be if with that much money. Ooh. The roads would be, I think, gold laden maybe, very beautiful. So yeah, anyways, I don't know if the roads are really that good or really that worth it. Okay, so now we have 16 years ago, the Bitcoin white paper was born. And so back, when I first started this space, back in 2012, I actually read the wrong white paper. Now you may be thinking, what? You're crazy. Well, think about it this way. The white paper that I read said that Bitcoin is permissionless, it is decentralized, and it's global. And so, crypto Twitter and a lot of influencers on YouTube and on Twitter Spaces, they all say that they actually have the real white paper that says you need politicians and regulators to make Bitcoin great again. And so I think that's real. Like we need a real adoption out in the world, and the only way that's going to happen is with a pro-Bitcoin president. So that I'm very sorry for everybody that I've been kind of misleading in this space, and I just want to apologize. Let me know who your favorite regulators are and who your favorite person that's going to make Bitcoin amazing again, because apparently it was pretty crappy. But now that regulators are getting in and politicians are really, for it, it's going to be really good. So anyways, that's all I have. So if you don't realize, that was all sarcasm. I read the white paper. Very few people in crypto space, including top influencers, top YouTubers, have never read the white paper, and it's very clear that they have not. And you can tell the OGs from the non-OGs from how hardcore they are with Bitcoin and understanding it's global, it's permissionless, immutable, doesn't need any stupid politician or stupid regulator to make anything great again, because they all suck. Talk to you soon.